I know this is kind of off the beaten path, but we do need to talk about colon cancer. You might be DW, why in the hell is we talking about colon cancer in the middle of the night? Well, it's important to understand. Historically, youngsters ain't never got no colon cancer. This is something brand new. Well, youngsters is getting colon cancer. Yeah. And I wonder what in the world has changed over the past couple of years to where youngsters is having heart attacks, youngsters is having cancers, and youngsters is having colon cancer. When you was in your 20s, you wasn't thinking about having no colon cancer. When you was in your 20s, you didn't think you was going to have no heart attack. When you was in your 20s, you wasn't having no strokes. No, you at the prime of your life. So what has changed, ladies and gentlemen, where young folks, youngsters, is getting cancers in the prime of their youth? Something had to change. Something had to happen. I'm going to leave it up to you to say what it is, but I'm going to say this to you. Many of the people who watch me, y'all got sons and daughters, and they young. Not young, they young. As we say here in New Orleans, they young. And so many of you probably tried to talk to your sons and daughters about what was going on back in the day. And you was like, hey, trust in the Lord. You don't need to go out to the doctor and get nothing done to your arm in order to survive. And they probably was like, you think you know everything, mom and dad. I know more than you because I'm young and I'm smart and I'm full of pride. And so the temptation is for you to sit there and say, this damn hard-headed child. I tried to tell this hard-headed kid and they ain't listening to me. They hard-headed. But I need you to go warn them. I need you to pull up, skirt, go to the crib. Be like, yo, knock. Hey, look, I need you to see this. Are you having any issues with your bowels right now? Is your stomach feeling full? Is something going on? Are you feeling like something is unnatural in your belly region? Because if you are son or daughter, I want you to go to the doctor right now. And they may be like, well, how did you know that was going on? I didn't know, son. I didn't know, daughter. But I'm your elder. I'm your father. I'm your mother. I'm your elder. And just because you don't respect your elders don't mean that we don't know what the hell we talking about. And so I'm going to need you to go see the doctor. And then you show them this. And you tell them, I'm about to sneeze. Ew, I don't want to sneeze. You say, go to the doctor. Oh my goodness. It's about to come. Hold on. Somebody could take that way out of context. That was wild. Young people with colon cancer appear to be suffering slightly different symptoms than typical patients with the disease, according to a new study. Doctors told Daily Mail that people under 50 who experience any of the following symptoms should get checked right away. So if you're under 50 and experience these symptoms, you should get checked away. The new research looked at 5,000 in Taiwan of various ages with colon cancer. 6 in 10 under 50 suffered rectal bleeding before being diagnosed with the disease, compared to fewer than half over their 50s. So the number one trait is bleeding from the bottom. So let's say this. It's a different conversation to have with your family members. If they're having abdominal pain, change in bowel movements, bleeding from the bottom, change in frequency, stool caliber, where it's narrow stool, mucus in their stool, it's probably important that you go have them go see a doctor. Because we love our children. We don't want to see, parents don't want the children to die before them. And so when I saw this story, I thought it was probably one of the most important stories, because despite of all the things going on in the political world, people seem to have forgotten that there is a depopulation agenda afoot. That there are crazy people who want to depopulate. And so if they get your children, then who's there to take care of you when you get old? That was the whole purpose of you having children, so you can have a bloodline. And everything that these people do is an assault on the bloodline. Literally an assault on your bloodline. So please have a conversation with your kids.